Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Eric back with Classic Cards, here for another Unorthodox box episode. Today we're doing 1986 Donruss Major League All-Star pop-up cards. We've seen the 87 pop-ups already. So going back another year to 86. I like how they just left the price on here. You could write in whatever it was. We got our 4 wax card bottoms again. This one, Lee Smith, Cecil Cooper, Wade Boggs, and a Hank Aaron puzzle that the kids could cut out. Once again, they're enticing the kids to buy the whole box to get those cards. So let's take a look at this. 1986 Donruss pop-ups. Again, super big. Remind me a little more of kind of popcorn bags than baseball card packs. But that's what they are in here. It comes with a pop-up piece, 3 cards, and one of those puzzle pieces. They count it as 3 puzzle pieces, but it's just one. You can break it into 3. So as far as the set, there's 60 of these big base cards that parallel the 1986 Donruss design. Very similar. Here's a normal flagship 86. If you can see the background, the lines are horizontal. And in these ones, the lines are vertical. So very similar design, just a little different on that. So let's open this up, see what we got. Unfortunately, there is no Conseco in this release. And I believe we opened from the bottom last year. That was a little easier. I don't know. Wait, this one. Yikes. I have some issues with these ones yet again. Seemed like the 87s were a little easier to open from the bottom. Look at this. Look at how we're doing already. Yikes. Shredding this pack. Alright, there we go. So last time we were searching for Hall of Famers. 21 Hall of Famers in the base set of this release. So a little bit more. And here we go. Let's start it out. Here's our pop-up. We have Dale Murphy right there. A little hard to tell who it is. Kind of wearing a weird uniform there. There's Dale Murphy. He's not, Hall of Famer yet. 1985 All-Star Game logo there. The Metrodome. I wonder if that's why they started these pop-ups having the dome in the background and then kind of kept it or whatever. I don't know. So Jack Morris, he's our first Hall of Famer there. First Hall of Famer ginormous card. Again, there is the normal card design. All of these are the All-Star cards, obviously, and this is the base 86. So we got some yellow text instead of the white, and those lines again. So Ozzie, Virgil, and Rich Gedman. So as far as the pop-ups, there are 18 of those, and 10 of those are Hall of Famers. So we'll be looking for all those. Again, 21 of the big ginormous cards and another Dale Murphy. So we already got a duplicate and it's back to back. Greg Nettles, Dave Steve, and Lamar Hoyt. So the back also very similar. This one, base Donruss blue this year. They kept the yellow here going on for these ginormous ones. Kind of like a 3x5 card. Slightly bigger than exactly 3x5, I think. Here's another one. Is our pop-up going to be? Okay, it's a different one. We have Lamar Hoyt. Okay, so we just saw his base big card there. Put these guys upside down. So Lamar Hoyt there. It's our second one seeing that. Gary Ward. Ryan Sandberg right there. So he's a Hall of Famer. Number 2. And of course, a ginormous checklist. So we have that gigantic checklist there. And a puzzle piece. Here's another one. Another pack. So 36 packs in the box. Another Padres here. It's going to be Greg Nettles. So back-to-back Padres. And here's a Hall of Famer. Carlton Fisk with the White Sox there. That's a nice one. All-Star, Steve Garvey, and Cal Ripken Jr. So double Hall of Famers in that pack. Hall of Famer counting out to 4 out of the total 21. Again, they hit us with the Hall of Famer manager. This one is, they actually have 2 in the big base set. There's another Greg Nettles. There's also this weird card right here, Minneapolis Metrodome. This is card number 59. Yep, kind of interesting. You can see they have the stadium and the pop-ups right there, so that's kind of a cool thing right there. Lou Whitaker and Dave Parker with the Reds right there. Pretty cool. So we saw the bottom cello, the bottom 4 cards of the box. It's basically the cello box cards. And we saw, still seeing some of the pop-ups, and this one is going to be a Dave Winfield. Look at these ones. Nice right there. Dave Winfield. We have our first Hall of Famer for our pop-up. Again, 10 of those. We have Terry Kennedy, Damacio Garcia, and Darryl Strawberry right there. So, if we see Darryl Strawberry, you gotta think Doc Gooden isn't too far behind. Those guys always stick together. Let's see here, we have always a good variety with the puzzle piece. Another Greg Nettles, so 3rd pop-ups. Seeing a little less decent of a collation in this year. And there's a Burt Blyleven back with the Indians. That's a big one right there. So it's got a little ding on it. Surprised, all of these don't have real big dings, just because these packs are so big, and it doesn't really seem like they're very protected. Probably got to be easy to just get knocked up over time. 86. All the way back in 1986. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. pop-up. That's a sweet one right there. You can see Cal Ripken. Boom. Of course, if you haven't seen the 87 box of pop-up, check those out. You pop those up. Looks a little bit like this. And it's a stand. So there's the 87 one. Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. Another one, Hall of Famer. Ginormous card. Ernie Whitt, Blue Jays, and Willie McGee. Pretty sweet there. I was talking about the managers, Hall of Fame managers that they threw in here. Last time, 1987, we saw Whitey Herzog. This time they give us Dick Williams and Sparky Anderson. So there's Tommy Herr with the Cardinals there. Not a Hall of Famer. Dan Petrie, Tony Pena, and Rickey Henderson. Look at that big 1986 Donruss card. Again, this is the basic flagship size of a Donruss card, so a little bit bigger. Pretty cool. Looks like we have Carlton Fisk pop up on this one. Another Hall of Famer. So these packs, unlike the next year, 87 packs, you can see through them. See right on top, what big card is here and what pop up. So there he is, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer stack, number 3 for there. Tim Raines, George Brett, and a Nolan Ryan. So every single piece was a Hall of Famer. All 4, Carlton Fisk. And then boom, 3 for 3. Tim Raines, George Brett, Nolan Ryan. There they are. Getting a big stack of Hall of Famers of the ginormous cards already. So again, these are technically the base set, and the pop-ups are technically the insert set. Even though this is called All-Star Pop-Ups. A lot less pop-ups. A third amount of the pop-ups than there are these normal cards. And there's Tommy Herr again, back-to-back. Wade Boggs, Jack Clark, and Alan Trammell. So more Hall of Famers there. Nice. And I don't know if we've seen the Wade Boggs yet. Definitely not the Alan Trammell, for sure. Another pack. Check this out. Seems like this year might be a little easier to open from the top. Kind of different than 87. And see Pete Rose on the back. There's another Dave Winfield. So that's a Hall of Famer, but it's a duplicate. So we'll set that down on a different pack. Tim Wallach. There's Dave Winfield. ginormous card. So that was a Dave Winfield pack and a Pete Rose giant card right there. Of course, everyone in here was a Hall of Famer. I believe it should be in 1985. So that's pretty cool there. Here we go. Tigers, Lou Whitaker. Yep. Sparky Anderson. So we got one of the Hall of Fame managers. We're counting that. Put that down. Glenn Wilson and Jimmy Key on the Blue Jays. Let's try the top again. Definitely easier, it seems, for these ones. Puzzle piece. Definitely, you know, you'll get your Hank Aaron puzzle pieces going if you don't have that. Another Whitaker, Lou Whitaker. There's Del Murphy, not a Hall of Famer yet. Phil Bradley and Doc Gooden. So I told you we'd be seeing him eventually. We saw the Darryl Strawberry, so you know Dwight Gooden not too far behind. That's just kind of funny how that works out. They always come together. Eddie Murray looks like pop-up, and we have, yep, Eddie Murray. Another Hall of Famer for our stack, getting up there on those. Another Hall of Famer for our big one, Jim Rice. Here's the second Hall of Fame manager. So 87s, we saved the manager till the very end. 86, we've already got both of them, and look at that. This was another triple Hall of Famers. We'll count Dick Williams because he's a Hall of Fame manager. Eddie Murray, Jim Rice, Paul Molitor, and then there's the Hall of Fame manager. So 2 packs that had all Hall of Famers technically, and none of them were duplicates. So that's pretty dang good. We didn't see anything like that in the next year. Holy cow. And here we go. There is Jim Rice. So he's a Hall of Famer pop-up we haven't seen. Just saw his big one. Jeff Reardon. There's Donnie Moore. Very sad story there. And Ron Darling. Another pack. Gotta remember to open up these ones from the top. Definitely easier, it seems. More Hank Aaron puzzles. I don't know if I have that puzzle put together. I'll have to do that. So duplicate Eddie Murray. That's our second Hall of Famer pop-up duplicate. So let's pop those up in a second. Just to have a little fun. And Harold Baines. Harold Baines right there. So let's pop up Eddie Murray. We've already seen his one. We got it set off in our Hall of Fame pile. So these are pop-ups. Why not pop some up here? We try to have some fun here on the channel, you know. It's opening cards. A lot of fun. I don't know if you can call these pop-ups cards, but they're pretty cool. So there's Eddie Murray and Dave Winfield here. Definitely would have popped all mine out as a kid. I know that. Whatever I got. So here we go. Dave Winfield right there. So set Dave Winfield kind of off to the side. I don't know where to put him. Let's put him off to the side like that. Alright, so Hall of Famer count. Make sure we have no duplicates. Harold Baines, Jim Rice, Paul Molitor, Dick Williams, Sparky Anderson, Dave Winfield. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alan Trammell, Wade Boggs, Nolan Ryan, Tim Raines should be 10. George Brett, Rickey Henderson, Tony Gwynn, Burt Blyleven, Cal Ripken Jr., Carlton Fisk, Brian Tambert, and Jack Morris. Alright, so I didn't see any duplicates in there. That's pretty good. Still a couple more to go. Haven't seen all 21 yet. Let's see, Tony Gwynn pop up. Yeah, that's a nice one right there. Look at him. Tony Gwynn. Put that in the stack. So there's our duplicate Hall of Famer. Dick Williams, Paul Molitor. Double Hall of Famers. And another one, Jeff Reardon. 36 packs. Still more packs if you're looking for kind of an oddball, dare I say oddball, that's why we say unorthodox box around here on the channel. Kind of video to watch today. This is where you want to be. So Carlton Fisk, duplicate Hall of Famer. We've been popping those up. Jose Cruz, Burt Blyleven, another one of those. Fernando Valenzuela. So let's pop our Carlton Fisk. Pop him out here, have a little fun. That's what these are for. experiencing this back in the day, like we're a kid still. Boom, Carlton Fisk, look at that, 3D, here's the ball, and he goes, oh, out of the park. All right. Hope you guys, if you guys aren't laughing with me, hopefully at least you're laughing at me. All right, next pack here, next popcorn pack. Don Mattingly on the back. Don't think we've seen him yet. Got another Jim Rice duplicate, so I guess we'll have to pop that up. Cecil Cooper, Scott Geraltz, and Don Mattingly. There he is, Donnie Baseball. Third year ginormous card here. Don Mattingly, that's pretty good. And let's pop a Jim Rice. Pop Jim Rice right here. This one they didn't cut out. They didn't need to cut out too much because he's got a really compact stance right there. Pretty cool. Nice. So we got 4 bonus Hall of Famers, or duplicate Hall of Famers that we've already popped open, popped up. Next couple cards here. And we have another Dave Winfield. So that's our third one there. We saw a couple triplicates in 87 as well. Donnie Moore, Ron Darling, and Gary Ward's. No Hall of Famers there. Another one. We'll have some fun putting this Hank Aaron puzzle together as well. Hopefully I get all the pieces. 36 packs, so you only need 21 of those. Ozzie Smith. I don't think we saw the Wizard pop up yet. There's another one for the stack. Nice. Ron Darling, Gary Ward, and Orion Sandberg. I can't remember at this point if we've already seen his big one yet, but we'll put in the stack. Check later. Another stack. Tony Gwynn, big one on the back. And here we go, Jack Morris. Yes, sir, we haven't seen him. Hall of Famer pop up there. There's Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, right after we saw his pop up. There's his giant card. Look at him choking up on there, that bat. That's pretty cool. Nice. Tons of All-Star games for Ozzie, obviously. Eddie Murray, another Hall of Famer, and Tony Gwynn. So I don't know if we've ever seen this before. This is our third different pack now. All Hall of Famers, Jack Morris, Eddie Murray, Ozzie Smith, Tony Gwynn. We saw 3 of them, and none of those had the same Hall of Famer. At least the same card. Maybe one might have been a pop-up, and then one might have been a big one. But that's kind of cool there. I like, catching stuff like that. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. I think we already saw his pop-up. Right? There it is. Yeah, it was our second one. We'll be popping that up. Ozzie Virgil, Rich Gedman, and there's another Metrodome for you Twins fans there. Let's get the Cal Ripken popped out here, just for fun, we're having fun. Hall of Famers, why not? They're duplicates, and there he is, Cal Ripken Jr. Look, there's no doubt in my mind he just caught that ball and threw it to first base, got him out. Next pack. Let's see if I can figure out who we haven't seen yet. Thinking we might have gotten there on the pop-ups. There's Dale Murphy again. Let's see, another ginormous checklist there. Super huge checklist. I guess we can check out the pop-ups right here. So we've seen the Tony Gwynn. We've seen the Ozzie Smith. We've seen the Henderson, George Brett pop-up. Have you seen the George Brett pop-up? Eddie Murray, Ripken, Winfield, Rice, Fisk, Jack Morris. Yep. So they're telling us these are the pop-ups. It looks like 18 and 60, 59. Yep. All right. Greg Nettles and Dave Steve. They only get 2 cards there because the one is a checklist. Getting hosed as a kid. I'm never happy, of course, back in the day. There's Ozzie Smith, the Wizard again. We haven't seen his duplicate yet, so let's pop the Wizard up. Getting a good amount of duplicates here. Getting a good look at some of these Hall of Famers actually popped out and in use, because all the good cards, you never usually see them popped up. They're all never used and stuff like that, and in holders or whatever. Not like anything like this you're gonna grade and stuff, but look at that. shadow of him. That's kind of cool. 3D deal. Let's do a couple more packs and then check our Hall of Fame count. I was supposed to figure out who we haven't seen. Another Dave Winfield. So number 4 pop up there. Probably Yankees fans. Ernie Witt with the Blue Jays. Willie McGee and another Wade Boggs. Ginormous card right there. So another pack. Kind of hard to keep straight which pop-ups versus which, normal big cards we've seen with the players. I don't know if we've seen a Nolan Ryan pop-up yet. Oh no, they don't have a Nolan Ryan pop-up, so that makes sense. We saw the Nolan Ryan big, that's for sure. Saw Harold Baines, so I don't know, maybe we saw them all. There's Greg Nettles again, Jack Clark, Alan Trammell again, and Tim Wallach. So Alan Trammell's a duplicate Hall of Famer. Let's do our count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's because I put a lot of duplicates there. I think Tony Gwynn, Paul Molitor. Was there another Dave Winfield? Let's see. So Alan Trammell. I put down Tony Gwynn and Paul Molitor. Let's see here. It's hard to keep. So we did have a Tony Gwynn. And did I take out our Paul Molitor? Yikes. It's just so hard to keep straight. So we'll count it at the end. Might have gotten all of them right there. So here we go. Let me get all these packs out. We can get this box out of the way. We have, looks like 8 left. 8 packs, 8 popcorn packs. Here is the bottom of the box. Of course, hey kids, cut out alongside for the puzzle, Aaron puzzle, and then of course the other card box bottom. This one doesn't really look too bad. It's pretty nice. So we'll toss that to the side. That way we can kind of have a little bit more space as we're working here. Finish off this video. Hope you guys are enjoying, going along with me, learning about some of these, releases of cards and players. Looking at some of the cards you may not have seen before. Look at this pop-up. This one got shredded either in the machine or whatever. It's George Brett. So I think we've seen his before. Again, I lost count at this point, so we'll have to look up at the end. Paul Molitor, Dick Williams, I know that we've seen. Tim Wallach. So 5 more packs. Looks like back in the day, I don't know if they used to hang these or put them wherever, if they took them out of the box in the stores. And there he is again, Lamar Hoyt. Saw him, Wade Boggs, Jack Clark, Alan Trammell. So seeing a few Alan Trammells now. A few Wade Boggs. A few Tony Gwynns. Can never go wrong with that. The only issue with, cards being extra sizes, there's a Lou Whitaker again, is, if you want to protect them well, you got to get kind of a non-standard protection. They do have protections, for big cards like this, so they do exist. Don Mattingly, Ozzie Smith, and Eddie Murray. You see Eddie Murray's base card yet? I don't know. We'll put that on top just in case. Let's go through here. Another one. It's crazy how this year is totally easy to open it from the top. The year after, you can't do it from the top. You have to do it from the bottom. At least the packages that I got. Jack Morris again, duplicate Hall of Famer. Tony Gwynn, another Hall of Famer. So it's at least the 3rd time we've seen that big Tony Gwynn one. Pretty cool card there. Don't even need to wear my glasses reading these cards. Make it real nice and big for us. Another Dale Murphy. Got another Dave Winfield, Pete Rose, and Jim Rice. So 2 Hall of Famers, 2 who, maybe should probably be with their numbers, but of course Dale Murphy hasn't. And of course Pete Rose and all his issues with getting in. And there is another Terry Kennedy. Seen that. Dick Williams, Paul Molitor, double Hall of Famers. And look at this extra crimpage job on the Jeff Reardon. That card was probably a little lower in the thing and in the pack, and then that machine just crimped it right up. So final 2 packs, guys. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is an amazing Cardmunity that we have here and everybody in it. Love that. So Eddie Murray pop-ups, one of them I'm saying we haven't seen there, the Eddie Murrays. We'll check it right after this one. It's our last popcorn pack here, last huge card pack of baseball puzzles, pop-ups, and giant cards. And we have another, what's his face, Ryne Sandberg, our 3rd checklist, and a Jim Rice. So more Hall of Famers. So let's do our check here. We got extra, duplicate Hall of Famers, I believe. Maybe we haven't seen that. We'll see. Actually, no. Definitely seen it because I popped them up right there. So it's like our 3rd Eddie Murray from the very beginning. All right. So we have our big cards here. Let's go straight in order because, I want to put probably this Hall of Famer set together anyway. Tony Gwynn, I think, is card number 1. Tony Gwynn is number 1. So that's 1 right there. Next is Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. He's going to be card number 8. Then Rickey Henderson. We saw Rickey Henderson. Yeah, there he is. Rickey's going to be card number 10. I keep flipping these over the wrong way. George Brett. This is where we need to see it. We saw George Brett here. There he is. Put him down. Eddie Murray. Cal Ripken Jr. You saw him. One of the second card, maybe, was it? Early on. There he is. Put him down. Dave Winfield. Where are you, Dave? We know you're here. Let's see. Uh-oh. Did we see so many Dave Winfield? Okay, there he is. I was going to say, we saw a lot of pop-ups. I know that. Dave Winfield. We got buddy Jim Rice right behind him. Carlton Fisk right behind him. Jack Morris right behind him. Where's Tim Raines? We know we have Tim Raines. There he is, back on the Expos, of course. Then, none other than Nolan Ryan. It's a nice one right there. One we haven't seen, actually. I think we didn't see the Goose Gossage. So we missed a Hall of Famer. Missed Goose Gossage when he was back on the Padres, so that's unfortunate. See all of them but one, I think. So Ryne Sandberg, there's a duplicate Ryne. We've seen a lot of those Sandbergs there. Then we have our manager. And then we have Paul Molitor, Alan Trammell. Those guys are always coming together, of course. Boggs, Baines, Levin, and Sparky Anderson. So we'll go through it. Maybe I didn't realize. I feel like I would have realized, even though it said Rich, that it was Goose. But let's check out our big stack of base, as we call it here. So looking for the Goose Gossage. So a couple Pete Roses we saw. Jack Clark's, not a bad players in here. Fernando Valenzuela. Definitely a little harder to, sort through these packs because they're so huge. Don Mattingly. I think Dale Murphy. I think out of all the cards we saw, we didn't see the Goose himself. It's kind of weird. It's almost kind of like, makes you think that card's almost like a short print type deal or unintentional short print, something like that. Let's check our duplicate Hall of Fame stack just to make sure we didn't get him. Tony Gwynn, Eddie Murray, Don Mattingly, he's not Hall of Fame. Ozzie Smith, Wade Boggs, Alan Trammell. Nope. So there is all the Hall of Famers except the Goose for the base cards. And now let's do our check for our pop-up. Let's just do a count. It should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see who we're missing. We found George Brett. Alright, so that was one of the messed up ones. Unfortunate, but there he is right there. We can fix that, you know. It's nothing, you know, if you intend on popping it up, it's no big deal. There's George Brett. So George Brett is first pop-up in a Hall of Famer. I mean, these are no numbers, so it just goes by their name. Then we got Carlton Fisk. Then, of course, is Tony Gwynn. Rickey Henderson. Rickey, did we not see Rickey? We didn't see Rickey. That's unfortunate. So, missed one Hall of Famer there, Rickey Henderson, on the pop-up. Especially because we got a lot of duplicates, so make sure he's, you know, didn't accidentally throw him in the nobody pile. A lot of duplicates, of course, of the commons. Sorry, Dale Murphy. So we missed Rickey Henderson, but we have the others: Jack Morris, Eddie Murray, Jim Rice, Cal Ripken Jr., Ozzie Smith, and Dave Winfield. So missed one Hall of Famer on the big, missed one Hall of Famer on the pop-ups. Of course, this has been 1986 Donruss All-Star pop-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, keep collecting, care about the cards and each other, and we'll catch you guys next time.